up in the cherry picker is our chief umpire here at the Guards Polo Club, Howard Smith. We're ready. Are you ready? The teams are ready. Here we go. 6 goals or more, 6 chuckers or more of high goal action. And we're going to see the sparks fly, I'm quite sure of it. And taking it away from the first play is going to be Santos Merlos. He cuts it up to the front door, going back towards the Clara's kitchen end. Over the back line. First good run of play by Park Place. Possession in the line out is what's so important. Taking it from the back line. I know that the ponies of BP Polo, they found a couple of to add to their string today. Honey Demore and Forestiero for Rufino Benson, both of them best playing ponies in their own right. One for the Royal Windsor, one for the Queen's Cup semi-finals. So they've upgraded their string for today. In there now coming is Santos Merlos. He took it on the offside. Coming through in reverse was Rufino Benson. If he'd taken it on the near side, he'd probably been okay. Those of you new to polo, it's a bit like driving your Ferrari from here to London. You can't cross from one carriageway to the other. You have to stay on your own carriageway, or if you feel like it, bump the other Ferrari off in order to take up the right of way. So you must be on the right of way, which is when the ball is struck. It creates a right of way from where it is hit to where it is going. There's the right of way right down the field. Now you've got to be on that to make the right of the play on the ball. Picked up there by Jovi Bay, and Jovi Bay comes whistling through on the little chestnut Seltzer. He's going past away from 1-0 Britos. Jovi Bay, he's punishing and he's up on the O. Lovely goal, a big hand of applause. Jovi Bay gets the first one of the contest up onto the board for BP Polo. Now I must explain to you that BP Polo are a 20-goal team on handicap because they add up to that at the start, whereas BP Polo are therefore getting 2 goals because Park Place add up to 22 goals on handicap. This is a 6-chucker match. You therefore take the full difference of 2 goals between the two teams. That's why BP had 2 goals on handicap at the beginning of the match. They get a further one for that goal that they've just scored now by Jovi Bay. They lead 3-0. That's just the start that BP Polo wanted. Coming through now is Hilario Ulloa. Makes the little turning play. Ulloa brings it around. Comes around the corner. Pushes forward. Just checks. Little backwards flick. Rufino Benson turned it. Back goes Juano Britos. Takes the near side backhand shot. Turns it well. Through comes Ringa appealing for the foul. Now, did Ringa have the right of way as the backhand was taking? Did Ulloa have it? We'll wait to see what the umpires decide. You yourself pick it up when the ball is hit. Remember that line exists both forwards and backwards. Those of you new to polo, handicaps are -2 to 10 in polo. Hilario Ulloa, one of only 3 players next year playing in England off 10 goals. The lowest is -2. You add up the handicaps, and that is how you come to a total of 20 for the BP team, 22 for the Park Place team. The handicap is subjective. Doesn't mean that Hilario is going to score 10 goals, or if you're -2, you give away 2 goals. It's just a subjective way of balancing out each team. So it's going to be Garvy Bay to take the strike. He comes in. Remember, a lot of these ponies have been changed. You'll have seen them go off and change. I'll try and pick it up. If I get a few wrong, my apologies. A lot of them will look like bays, so it's difficult to pick them up. You'll also notice, those of you with a pony list, the vast majority are mares. Bringing it around the corner is now going to be Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa pushes forward. He has possession. Hooked out of it by Jovi Bay. Whistle has gone. Now, this game will be played flat out. I suspect we might get quite a lot of whistle because those bays will be just stretching the team out. They'll be hitting from the back door up to the front door, and they'll be trying to stretch out Park Place. Park Place will be trying to keep possession and not let them be extended. So what will they do? Our 2 umpires look like they're going to move it up to the middle of the field. You see the players going off and changing. So I'll just tell you, those of you who had a look at your pony list, you'll see that 36 ponies have come to the field for BP Polo. 39 have come to the field for Park Place. So a little bit of excitement out there is because they didn't give a free change. So therefore they're saying, I didn't change, you've got to get on with it. If they're given a free change, so that red player is offside at the moment, the last one coming through. Now he's onside because he's gone in front of one of his own players. I'll try and explain that when we get a bit more of a chance. As coming through now is Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa pushes forward down towards the target, trailing by 3 goals at the moment. It's still Ulloa pushing down there. Ulloa, this is why he's 10 goals of dynamite. He comes through, pushing, turning it around, and it's going to be Rufino Benson, just 20 years of age. Rufino sends sends that one forward, pushes it up towards the middle of the field. No one there to pass to. The backhand is solid by Hilario Ulloa. Back it goes. Hinara Ringa takes the backhand. Wisby, the young man substituting for Andre Borodin, takes it forward. Britos is cancelled out, whipped away there by Rufino Benzadon, sends it forward. It's going to be picked up now by Santos Merlos on the boards. He makes the little turning play on the boards, just pushes forward. Now it's going to be still Merlos coming down towards that target. He leaves it now for Ulloa. Ulloa pushes forward, dispatches of Benzadon, goes away from Jovi Bay, still on the advance, coming down towards the target. It's still Ulloa. Look at the way. Where did he manage to find that? The backhand from Jovi Bay, ricochets off a pony, plucked in the air by Hinara Ringa, sends it up to Jovi Bay. He picks it up on the half volley. Did he have enough room? Possibly not. The umpire's whistle has gone. Well, I said tighten your seatbelts. This is the way polo will be played here today. It'll be played flat out, and you can expect to have a really entertaining afternoon. So I was just telling you, 36 horses came to the field today for BP Polo, 39 for Park Place, and of the ponies for BP Polo, 30 are mares, 5 are geldings, and 1 is a stallion that I'll try and tell you about, whereas Park Place have 35 mares, 4 geldings. So 90% of the ponies of Park Place are mares, and 83% of the ponies being played by BP Polo are mares. That tells you the story, how mostly it works out in polo, mares being the favourite pony that most people play. A increasing amount of stallions have been played, but there's only one been playing in this Prince of Wales Championship. We'll see it later on. It belongs to Alfredo Brigatti. It's called Zorro, and I suspect we'll see it out in one of the later chukkers. I'll have to keep it out for you. It's a grey. So now coming round is going to be Hilario Ulloa. Just winding up. Has the spot hit. Lofts it. That's a lovely hit. He's hit it into the next county. Through it goes. A little hand of applause. Those of you watching around the world, look at the way that he balanced his pony down. And Ulloa puts that one up onto the board. And that makes it now 3-1 in this first period. They'll line up on the far side in the first half. They'll come and line up in this half on the second half. Ball back in play. 3-1. That handicap advantage is what separates them, and it's Rufino Benzadon who takes possession. Jovi Bay goes up for the pass. There's the pass. Benzadon to Jovi Bay. Hunting him down is Ulloa. Jovi's cancelled out by Ulloa. Has he done just enough? A backhand flick from Benzadon. Wide it goes, out of play. The score remains 3-1, 2.5 minutes remaining. 7 minutes in each chukker. The clock doesn't stop unless the whistle is blown. You have an extra 30 seconds at the end of each of the first 5 chukkers, at the end of that 7 minutes, and a 30 seconds at the end of the 6th if the scores are level. Knock in. Quickly taken by Merlos, sent it up to Ulloa. Fortunately comes off Ulloa's pony. In now comes the turning play from Rufino Benzadon. Benzadon comes through, still there pushing down towards that target area. Now reaching out, asking to have room. Benzadon fires it down towards the flags. Little bit of a tussle there. Coming in is Jovi Bay. Did the whistle go? Did he turn across the right of way? We'll wait to see what our 2 umpires make of that. So we look at this on the replay. Let's just have a little look. Here we go. And I think he may have turned across that right away. Hence why the penalty goes in favour of Park Place. There you see it. The red-shirted player just came across the right away. Spot hit, therefore, for Park Place. This pony used to belong to Santos Merlos, and it's now in the string of Hilario Ulloa as he sends it up there. Merlos to Ulloa on Espanola, comes through, just reaching out, leaves it now for Juano Britos. Juano Britos coming through from the rear, sends it to the middle. You heard the call from Ujara, so here it goes. Ujoa gets it. Hilaria, ooh, look at that. And Jovi Bay come in, challenged Ujoa, but a clean play. Coming through is Rufino Bensadon up to Jovi Bay, and they found the young man out in front, and it's Jovi Bay hunting down towards that target area. Jovi Bay coming down there. Can he find the flags? Has he found it? Gone? No, it has. A beautiful goal there. And Jovi Bay puts number 4 onto the board. And I told you they'd be playing up to the front door, stretching them out. And that's exactly what they did. Bensadon got the pass, beautifully executed it up to Jovi Bay, and he popped it away. Look at this on the replay. There's Jovi Bay coming through. Bensadon sends it up to him. Jovi there. You see him out on his own. Coming in is Ujoa. Reaching out. Jovi Bay manages to get it. Goal is good. 4-1. They lead. Back to the middle. Lined up. Ends have changed. Jason Dixon wants a tunnel. A lot of, I hear Jovi Bay saying hit it. He ran up for the pass. Ringer didn't get it, but now striking it there is Bensadon, who sends it up to Jovi Bay. But the ride off is strong from Ujoa, who gets it better, turned it around. I think that's Espinola. He's also got Lindero who here today, another grey of his. You'll probably see that one played later. And JB Salsita, the third grey in his string. He has 3 on the field today. As coming through now is Bensadon. Bensadon sends it up there to Garvy Bay, and it's Garvy Bay, the long arm signature swing from him, sends it up to Jovi. Jovi comes in, he tings, but did he have the right of way? Possibly not. Hilaria Ujoa had his stick aloft. Did he have the right of way? The umpires will consult with the referee if they want to, and he can have a look at the replay. Well, here you go on the replay, and you can see that Jovi Bay did come across it. So the penalty on the replay shows up that Jovi Bay did come through. There goes the tutor. That means we got 30 seconds of play remaining. 4-1 on the board. BP Polo lead. It goes up there now to Juano Britos. In there comes the shot from Ujoa. Finds Merlos. Jovi Bay takes the backhand. Coming through is going to be Henaro Ringer. Look at that pace from Henaro Ringer. Through comes Garvy Bay. Pushing. Garvy comes in. In there is Wisby. Gets the backhand. Here comes Jovi Bay. Big under the neck shot. Did he have the right of way? Maybe not. Let's give them a big hand of applause. Off they go. The end of the first chukka. I promised you it would be end cup for Hilaria Ujoa, the grey. As Hilario brings it in. As I told you, JB Salshita, 2018 best playing pony in the West Chichester Cup. And he sent that one forward to Santos Merlos. In comes Garvy Bay. Big backhand. Finds Rufino Bensadon, and it's Bensadon who pushes down. And has he kept it in play? He still has. Now he goes for the big under the neck shot. Doesn't quite connect. In comes Juano Britos. Takes the backhand flick. Up to Wisby. Wisby coming through on Bashata, the grey. It's still Wisby pushing forward. Those two greys, Salsita and Bashata, who comes through now. It's going to be Henaro Ringer. Look at the ride-off with young Santos Merlos. Merlos took no prisoners there. Petunia Cerveso that he's on, and it's Bensadon now, who's coming through at pace. He takes the under the neck shot, fires it down towards the target area. Has he found the flags? Oh my word, indeed. What an under the neck shot. But did the whistle go? We don't know. So did it go in? We're not quite sure. It looks like that my goal might have been disallowed. We'll wait and see. We're just making sure the ponies are okay. The ambulances are on height if any injury is required to be attended to. Likewise, vets for ponies. Morojon Mecha, the pony that Juano Britos is on. So it looks like they are awarding the goal, just waiting to see the confirmation. So it looks like they're going to give the goal and restart with a penalty 5B from the middle of the field. So the goal is given and they restart play with a penalty 5B. So there goes the score margin up on the board now, 5-1. And this team of BP Polo, as I said, would be extending them. And that's exactly what they're doing. The strike is going to be taken by Garvy Bay. Chestnut that's here on, one of his favourites, Bapu. As in he comes. He's being challenged there by Sam Wisby, substituting for Andre Borin. That's the signature swing of Garvey. Just look at that. He didn't even take the swing above the shoulder and he sent it 130 yards. The big open backhand, though, by Juano Britos. Says anything you can do, I can do better. Sends it up now to Ringa. Ringa takes the backhand shot. Has he found his teammate Benson? No, he hasn't. It's Juano Britos he finds, and now it's going to be Hilario Joa. Told you, JB Salsita, bred by James Bibe, was played by Facundo Perez most of this year, now being played by Ulloa. Picked up now, and it's Rufino Benson bringing it through. No, it isn't. It's Garvey Bay. He sent that one forward. Garvey up there now, tried to get it to Brother Jovi. Picked up now by Juano Britos. Britos, look at the way that Ulloa protects him. Keeps away Benson. That gives Britos room to manoeuvre. Now Ulloa tucks in behind him. Britos looks for his options. He's got Merlos. He sends it forward. Now Ulloa on Salsita goes up for the pass. Coming through now is going to be Hinaro Ringa. Ringa comes through, challenges Ulloa. Big open backhand from Ulloa. Pushes it over the halfway line. In there comes the backhand from Rufino Benson. Turned it nicely. And Ulloa will go back, check and pick it up on the boards. He turns it around into the middle, up there to Britos. Britos waits, checks, picks the ball up. Morijon Mecha assisting him there. Here comes Britos again, but it's Ulloa who picks it up nicely. Ulloa sends it up to the front door. In there came the pass from Garvey Bay, tried to pick it up. Through at pace comes Santos Merlos. Santos Merlos! And he wasn't able to find the flags. Pushed it wide, and he would have liked to have got that one. Santos Merlos. It's Petunia Cerveza, the pony that he was on there. Iranita Ramona Galassa, but I'm pretty sure that's who it is. And taking it there was Garvey Bay from the back line. Garvey brings it in, sends it forward. He is on the stallion now. Zorro that I was telling you about, putting it through now is Santos Merlos. Santos Merlos pushing down towards that target. Merlos coming in. Can he find the flags? I think he can. Santos Merlos gets one up onto the board for the team of Park Place, and they move up to 2. Rather nice for Santos Merlos. He's being watched by Sebi Merlos, umpired by Jason Dixon. And back in 1992, Jason Dixon and Sebi Merlos teamed up together when they won the Queen's Cup. And here we are 30 years later. Sebi Merlos is sidelining on the sideline watching his son play, whilst Jason Dixon is umpiring his son. Such is polo, played across the generations, across the genders, and a real family affair. 2-5 Park Place, trailed by 3. Picking it up is Hilario Ulloa. Pushes forward. With him comes Hinaro Ringa. Ulloa on Alpagata fires it forward. Didn't get the length he was looking for. Who can find it? It's going to be picked up now by Rufino Benson. Benson checks. Doesn't connect. The backhand taken there by Ulloa. Tries to find Merlos. Only finds the opposition. And it's Hinaro Ringa. Hinaro takes the backhand. Turns it around. Who can he find? He finds Benson, Rufino, but in front of him, Benson and gets the backhand shot from Hilario Ulloa. Through at pace now comes Santos Merlos. He's pushing up to the halfway line. Merlos still on the advance. Merlos pushing forward. In there comes Rufino Benson, tries to hook him out. Through comes Juano Britos. He fires it forward. Lovely pass from Britos up to Merlos. Here comes Merlos. The cut shot is required. He comes through, doesn't lose his head. That is a sensational goal as Santos Merlos makes it number 3. A nice goal there. Santos Merlos, the goal scorer. He made no mistake about that. Popped it away. Have a look at this on the replay. Beautiful stuff there. Here he comes, pushing down towards that goal. That's Merlos there, wearing the number 4. Through he comes. He could have gone for the big strike. He doesn't lose his head. Popped it away. Very accomplished. Back to the middle. Lined up. Jovi Bay fires it up there to Rufino Bensodon. He went forward. Going back is Santos Merlis, the grey that he's changed onto from his own breeding. Guri Pipi backs it nicely into the middle of the field. Picked up now by Ujoa, who just checks. Ujoa still coming through. Alpagata, I told you the chestnut that he's on. Was there a foul there? Did it go into the back of Hinaro Ringo? Let's hope he's okay. And Gennaro just caught that one. We hope he's all right. He'll just get off. And we'll just call a little halt in play. Make sure that there is no problem for him. Esperanza, the bay pony that he's jumped onto. Remember, we have a best playing pony, as I was telling you about. So just whilst we have a little break, make sure he's okay. Here comes the shot. Have a look at this. Ujoa wound up and caught him in the back there. We'll just hope to see one like this, so I won't. In he comes. Ujoa, open goal, penalty 3. Nothing the opposition can do. He fires it over their heads. In it goes. Number 4 on the ball to Ujoa. Just 1 goal separating the 2 teams. Middle of the field, ends in reverse, 5 to BP Polo, 4 to Park Place. Who's going to send it forward? Back in defence goes Hilario Ujoa. He takes the open backhand. In fact, he didn't. He took the tail backhand. He finds Juano Britos. Look at that. The great man fires it up to the front door. And away goes Santo Merlis on the grey Guri Pipi. Santos Merlis will pick up the pass. He's looking for the equaliser. And by golly, he's got it. 5-5, game on. And that's a nice goal there coming to the stick of Merlos. Well, they were 5-1 down, Park Place, and then they marshalled themselves, and with a minute to run in this second chukka, they're now 5 apiece. But we have 4 more chukkas of outstanding high goal action. This is the last 22-goal match of the season, so enjoy it. Hinaro Ringo. He's changed onto a pony called Sipacho. Definitely worth watching that one. The chestnut with a big white face, the number 3 in red. But it's Ujoa who's breaking away from the pack. Hilaria Ujoa comes down, takes it down the field. It's still Ujoa. He fires it. Look at that. That's why he's 10 goals. Ujoa! Wide to the right, goes out over the back line and out of play. We've got a few seconds to run to that first spell. Not quite sure if they'll get the ball in before. There it goes. So for the of you around the field here and those of you around the globe, enjoy it. A big hand of applause here at Smith's Lawn. And for Santos Merlis, Guri Regina that he's playing. And as we bring it in from the back line, it is Garvy Bay. Garvy Bay takes that big, long, extended arm again. Pony that he's on is Moneda. Sends it up towards the front door. Here comes the backhand on the near side by Hilaria Ujoa. Turns it. And Jovi Bay goes back. Covers very nicely. Jovi Bay, the dark bay he's on. Oveka cuts it, tins it up there to Garvy Bay, but did they have the right of way? Looks like that Garvy Bay have got the penalty in their favour. They're going to advance it forward. He was the last man coming through, so they'll push this one further down the field. 5-5, penalty for Park Place. So the ball teed up. Who's going to take the strike? Looks like it is going to be Jovi Bay. He's teeing the ball up. So Jovi Bay comes round to take the strike. Fires it. Has he hit it straight? It's met in the goal mouth, and then turning onto it there was Rufino Bensodon, and he put it through, and that's a nice goal for BP Polo. Jovi did just enough, and Penelope, that's the dark bay horse, that Rufino Bensodon turned around and popped it away. Luca Penelope. It's his second favourite, and it was the best playing pony, the Prince of Wales, in the Royal County of Berks of 2021. That's the Dark Bay that Rufino Bensadon is playing in this chukka. Events have reversed. Who's going to be picking it up in his possession? Taken again. Down they go towards the target area. It was Rufino Bensadon and Penelope that took it down there. Now it's Juano Britos and Sawiki Senyal. He pushes down towards Clara's Kitchen. With him comes Jovi Bay. He'll make the turning play, being pushed by Jovi right down into the corner. Now he leaves it for Hilaria Ujoa. Ujoa takes possession. Good play by Ujoa on this great pony of his, Lavinia Inhenia. Now he tries to fire it up to the front door. Doesn't connect. Through comes Merlos. Correction there as Ujoa came around, picked it up. Ujoa pushes up towards the middle of the field. Ujoa possession. Up goes Wisby for the pass. Also up there is Britos. There's the pass from Merlos, who sent it forward to Ujoa. Ujoa tried to pick it up on the half volley, left it behind. Jovi Bay takes the backhand shot. In there also came Hinara Ringa, who turned it nicely. He sent it up there to Bensadon. Ringa turned it well. Sends it forward to Ringa, wrong, Rufino Bensadon. Rufino Bensadon is trying to get it up there to Jovi Bay, who went forward for the pass. The backhand is solid there by Santos Merlos, and coming through to pick it up on the boards. Garvy Bay takes the backhand shot, finds Rufino Bensadon, who tries to take the open backhand. He finds Jovi Bay, and Jovi Bay has broken clear again, taking it on the near side and stealing it away is Santos Merlos, hooked out of it by Jovi Bay. Backing up well is Hilaria Ujoa, and this is sensational polo, end to end. I told you they'd be extending, and they duly are. Enjoy it. The end of the high goal season. Treat yourself to a spectacle of brilliant polo as Hilario Ujoa sends it up there for Juano Britos. Britos comes through on Sawiki Senyal. Senyal responds, and it's Juano Britos. Britos couldn't catch it under the tail of his pony. In comes Ringa, picked up now by Santos Merlos. Merlos comes through. Can he find the winning goal? Merlos! He has. Lovely goal there from Santos Merlos. Guri Regina, the pony was he on. He gets one up onto the board for the team of Park Place and gets the equaliser. Nicely taken there as Merlos popped it away. He got the equaliser. BP Polo, everything to play for. The newcomers on the block. Park Place, the defending champions. Ball in play, picked up now by Juano Britos. He pushes down over the halfway line. With him comes Hinara Ringa. Checking is Juano Britos. Britos just pushes. Still there now. Britos comes around the corner. Still it's there. Britos. Oh, look at that for a clever little play. Picked up though by Garvy Bay, Rufino Bensadon. We've got Garvy Bay, and that's Hinara Ringa, and this is Sapacho, the team player, the pony I told you went so well, but he didn't get the better of the ride-off there. The ride-off was strong by Hilario Ujoa, who turned it. Now it's going to be Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay comes through, met though by Hilario Ujoa, and here comes Hilario Ujoa up to the halfway line. Hilario Ujoa pushes forward. It's Ujoa on the advance, coming through at pace. It's Hilario Ujoa. Look at this for Polo as Hilario Ujoa. 10 goals of dynamite comes flying down. He's met there by Garvy Bay, but did Garvy Bay have the right of way? We don't know. The umpires were firmly in attendance. Hilario Ujoa was flying down the field at full pace. Garvy Bay met him. Was he outside the line? Possibly not, as the umpires are pushing this one forward. Lovely play there. And he came, unfortunately, turned around as Ujoa was flying down the field. A little difficult for me to be sure, but I think that's Lavinia Ballantyne that Ujoa was flying down the field on. Always difficult when there aren't too many distinguishing remarks. That's Iranita Ramona Galasa that Sam Wisby's changed onto. He's got two ponies with 4 white feet. Cabana he's already played. And I'm hoping I've got it right. This is Lavinia Ballantyne that Ujoa is taking this penalty on. 3 minutes to go in the third chukka. 6-all. Open goal, penalty 2, 30 yards out. This one to take the lead. He fires it confidently. 7-6, Park Place lead. So the umpire blew the whistle, no doubt, probably to call for nice clear line out. This time he gets it. Who's taken possession? It is the man himself, Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa pushes down the field. It's Ulloa. He just left it behind. Picking it up now is Hinara Ringa. Hinara Ringa pushes forward. Offside, near side. It's still Ringa going forward. Pushing forward on the advance. Down there. Coming through at pace. Can he find the flags? No, he can't. And it's going to be the back. Oh, look at that from Hilario Ulloa. He just dispatched of Gennaro Ringo, and it's Hilario Ulloa pushing forward. Hilario Ulloa comes up to the halfway line. Up over the halfway line, it's still Ulloa advancing. He's got 2 minutes to run in this chukka. Ulloa challenged by Jovi Bay. In came Jovi Bay. Britos comes through, fires it up to the front door. Ulloa goes forward for the pass. In there now comes Rufino Benzadon, and it's Rufino Benzadon who swings it down and brings it down towards the royal box. End-to-end Polo, here we go. He's only 20 years of age. He fires it down to the front door for teammate Hinara Ringa. Back it goes, Juano Britos. Open backhand from Juano Britos, reading that very nicely. Is going to be Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa checks, Merlos goes up for the pass. Merlos tries to pick it up. I don't think the ball will go quite far enough. Look at that for a backhand from Rufino Benzadon. It's plucked in the air by Juano Britos. Classic Polo. Enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. You probably won't see it again. Well, you won't for another 9 months till we get to next season. Coming through now will be Juano Britos. In he comes, and Juano Britos comes through, and the whistle finally goes. Well, I think it's 9 months till next April or May, so let's call it that. Last 4 chukkers, well, 3.5 of the 2022 high goal season here in the United Kingdom, and you are being treated to a fine spectacle of high goal polo, end to end. No prisoners being taken by either team. Jovi Bay and brother Garvy, and it's Garvy who's taking the strike. He sends that one forward up there to Rufino Benzadon, who picks it up on the end of his stick. Rufino Benzadon takes it forward. Nice play from him. He sends it up to Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay, has he got it? No, he hasn't. Through comes Hinara Ringa. Near side play from him. Left it behind. Juano Britos comes through, and the solid defence of Park Place. Jovi Bay takes the near side backhand shot. Turning play, bringing it around the corner. Look at this from the young Rufino Benzadon. Benzadon pushing. Can he find the flags? Benzadon. In there came Britos. Cleared it away. Juano Britos with a minute to run, and Park Place have the lead by 1. Taking it through there. In comes Juano Britos now. In there also was Ulloa. Pushing it forward is Britos. He gets hooked out of it by Hinara Ringa. Ringa brings it around under the tail of his pony. Turns. In there came Santos Merlos. Push forward. Up to the front door. Jovi Bay comes in. Jovi! And scores, and Jovi Bay gets the equaliser in the dying seconds of the third chukka, and that's a brilliant goal from Jovi Bay, and we are in for a chukka and a half for the last 3 chukkers to come, as back they come to the centre. The bell is imminent. I don't think they're going to even bother. They can see, and there goes the bell for half time. Please give them a big hand of applause. You are in the middle of Guri de la Renta. Santos Merlos is playing. I think that I've told you most of them now. Jovi Bay on Celsa that he played in the first chukka. That's Jovi now. Big ride off with Hilario Ulloa, who comes away the better. Coming through was Garvy Bay. It's picked up now by Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa battling with Jovi Bay, sends it up to Santos Merlos. Merlos picks it up nicely. Guri de la Renta comes through at pace. He takes it forward, left it behind. Through comes Jovi Bay to come in to take the backhand. Takes it nicely, swinging onto that one. Is going to be Garvy Bay, but through at pace comes Hinara Ringa, and it's Hinara Ringa. Mysterioso is the pony that he's on, racing down the field. Over the halfway line he goes. In there comes Hilario Ulloa, who just slows things down and brings it around. 7 apiece, a minute gone in the 4th chukka, and we will be going down to the wire. Ooh, and Hilario Ulloa just loses his stick. Not sure that anyone in the opposition knew, but going back to pick it up for him is Santos Merlos, as that one's fired forward to Jovi Bay. Jovi will pick it up. Celsa, the pony that he's riding, he played it in the first chukka, pushes down towards the target. Can he find the flags? No, he can't. Over the back line it goes and out of play. Celsa comes from the reading of Dolfina, of Adolfo Cambiasso. He played this one in the beginning of the first chukka. Bringing it in is Santos Merlos. Most of his ponies come from their own breeding of the Merlises. That's why they have the Guri prefix. Coming through now is his Hilaria Ujoa. Ujoa checks on the halfway line. Comes through, pushes forward. In there, coming in for the challenge. Backhand was taken solidly there by Garvy Bay, who had just enough room. Picked up by Rufino Bensadon. He made the turning play in front of Santos Merlos. And I don't know that whether they really felt he had enough room. He didn't actually make a play on the ball. But I think the umpires felt no advantage. Have a look at this on the replay. Here we come. There goes Hilaria Ujoa. Comes in. Look at this. This is a great backhand from Garvy Bay. Had just a rough run. Turning around. Coming through. Now watch this on the replay. There CC came across the right way. He knew he would have fouled. No advantage. Therefore the play goes in favour of Blue Shirts of Park Place. Well, the penalty goes for Park Place. The turning play there. I think he felt he knew would have a foul. So he tried to avoid. No clear advantage, so the umpires blow, take it forward. They will take it to the penalty forward position. He was going out towards the balls, a little on the angle at the time. So this is a free hit, defended goal. Hilaria Ujoa will be the man who takes the strike. Hilaria Ujoa. Been in the final of the Queen's Cup 5 times, won the Gold Cup with Zakara in 2011. A very long-term campaigner in the high goal. Hilaria Ujoa will come in to take the strike. This one for Park Place to take the lead by a smidgen. Ujoa fires it, met right nicely there in the firing line. My golly, I wouldn't be wanting to be Rufino Bensadon lurking 30 yards away from Hilaria Ujoa, but he stopped that one. Good play from him as Ujoa comes through, picks it up now, still there pushing forward, and it's Jovi Bay who comes around. He's taking no prisoners, loses it back to Hilaria Ujoa. Ujoa on the advance, here he comes. Ujoa pushes forward, fires it down towards the flags. In comes Hinara Ringa, takes the backer. Looks like they're going to roll the ball in. So the saving play was correct by Hinara Ringo. The ball is rolled in out towards the balls. Who's taken possession? Here he comes, and it's Rufino Bensadon. Fires it up to the halfway line. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Look at this as Rufino Bensadon comes reaching down the field. In comes the backhand. Classic backhand taken there by Ujoa. Through comes Juano Britos. Takes the backhand in front of Jovi Bay. Bouncing onto it is the Hinara Ringa. Ringa fires it up to Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay back on the grey Historica that was played in the first chukka. Here he comes. He takes the cut shot. Has he found the flags? Jovi Bay! Wide. What a run of play by Jovi Bay. That grey Historica was played by Hinara Ringa in the first chukka, so it's played by 2 different players today. Big run of play by the BP Polo boys as Hilario Ujoa. No, he doesn't. He leaves it for Santos Merlos. Merlos brings in the strike from the back line. Looks for his options. Wisby's up at the front door. Britos goes left. But closing down and going back in defence is going to be Garvy Bay. Garvy Bay takes the backhand shot, executes it nicely, sends it out towards the boards. It's going to be picked up now. The backhand by Santos Merlos finds Britos, but in front of him it's taken nicely by Jovi Bay. Ricochets off at Britos' horse. Britos comes through. He's got no options. Goes forward. Ujoa tucks in behind him. Britos advancing down the field on his own. Behind him is Jovi Bay. Good run by Britos. Britos looking to make it number 8. Britos. Oh, what a goal, what a goal. And Juano Britos popped that one away. That was a nice goal by Juano Britos. He made no mistakes about that one. Goal is good. They take the lead 8-7. Back to the middle. Play 8 plays 7 with 3 minutes to run in the fourth chukka. Enjoy this spectacle of high goal polo. Rufino Bensadon. Now the pony that he's riding in this chukka now is changed. It's a very interesting pony. This is Forestiero. It's a gelding owned by Ignacio Negri, and it was the best playing pony in the Royal Windsor of 2020. That's the chestnut that Rufino Bensadon is now playing as Garvy Bay comes in to take the strike from the middle of the field. The long arm swing, watch this. How on earth do you manage to do that with just one swing? He doesn't lift the stick the full distance. Beautiful swing from him as the backhand was taken there by Hilario Ulloa. Will find Jovi Bay, who will turn it around in front of Inara Ringa. Ringa now takes possession. Jovi Bay's there with him. Now Jovi Bay comes through. He's found passage. He's found a break clear. And it's Jovi Bay pushing down on the grey Historica. Jovi Bay! Goal time! Goal time! Jovi Bay makes it 8-all. And you can't fault these players out there today. They're treating you to a polo spectacle. Brilliant. Jovi Bay, the goal scorer, found the space and away he went. Now you watch this here on the replay. There he goes. He scoots past Britos. He pushes forward. He's got Ringa behind him. He doesn't lose his head. He doesn't go for the big swing. And he pops it away nicely. Jovi Bay, Historica, the pony that he's on. In the middle of the field, away we go. 8 plays 8. 2 minutes to run in the fourth chukka. Hilario Ulloa has possession. Ulloa still forwards, pushes it forward. It's Ulloa pushing up down towards that target area. Ulloa comes in. Ulloa, can he find the flags? He's looking for number 9, and I think he's got it. Ulloa comes in, and yes, he has. Hilario Ulloa found the flags. He made no mistake, and he'll be pleased with that one. Hilario, the goal scorer, will be comfortable with having put that one away. I think that's Lavinia Cautiva that he's got into there, the dark bay that he put it away. Hope I've got it right. Ends have changed. A minute to run. Ulloa put them into the lead there. 9 goals to 8. Still 2 tuckers to run. Still plenty of polo in this Prince of Wales Championship Cup. There goes Jovi Bay again. Jovi Bay scored the other time. Can he break clear? It's still Jovi Bay. The backhand taken by Hilario Ulloa under the tail of his pony. Looking for Santos Merlos. In comes Rufino Barros. Benson on the chestnut. Forestiero takes the backhand shot. In comes the backhand from Hinara Ringa. Tries to find Benson on. Ooh! Did the whistle go? Did he have the right away? Well, Benson felt he had the right away. The backhand was solid. Those of us on the replay can have a little look. Have a look on this and the replay, and you can make your own mind. And up to Benson. He scoots away. In front of him was Ulloa. And the penalty does go in favour of BP Polo. Who will be given the honours? Hinara Ringa tees the ball up, looking to get the equaliser. So he's going to take the strike. Looks like he's on that pony I was telling you about, Hannah, who's a homebred daughter of Chalo Moncha, that's also played in this match. As I said, very nice to have a mother and daughter playing in the same match, as say as 2 siblings. But he's teed the ball up, given the honours to teammate Jovi Bay, and Jovi Bay is going to take the strike. Pretty sure this is Movidita that Jovi's taking the strike on now, as in he comes. At the walk, he fires it, didn't really get a hold of it, and it's going to go wide, out of play, and the score is going to remain 8 to BP Polo, 9 to Park Place, with the knock-in from the back line. Bringing it in. Santos Merlos brought it in. Guri Pipi, the grey that he's riding. He's played it already once, if not twice, so far in this match. Now it's going to be Hilario Ulloa As the bell goes, Ulloa brings it through. He's looking for double figures. He fires it up to the front door. Sam Wisby goes through. Also does Santos Merlos. Santos Merlos comes through at pace. Santos Merlos pushing down, eating up the Queen's ground. Santos Merlos comes in, wakes it. Looks so easy. Easy peasy. Santos Merlos, number 10 on the board. And that's the second time, if not the third time, he's played this grey. Guri Pipi. Comes through at pace, made no mistake, popped it away confidently. So the end of the fifth chukka, and Park Place move into a 2-goal advantage. BP Polo trail by 2. But we've got 2 chukkas to run, and just remember the last 3 times BP have been on the polo field, they have been. So JB Salsita, best playing pony 2018 Westchester Cup, a great pony of his. That's Premisa that Jovi Bay is on, I believe. Hope I got that right. Sand pushing it through now is going to be One Britos. One Britos comes through at pace. No, it's Mugger actually that Jovi's on. Apologies, Mugger is the pony Jovi's on. Through comes Hinara Ringer. Ringer comes through, takes the backhand shot, finds Wano Britos, who brings it around the corner, and it's Wano Britos reaching out, pushes forward, still Britos. Now it's Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa comes through at pace. Ulloa with Salsita as his partner goes for the goal shot attempt. Has he found the flags? No, he hasn't. Still it's Ulloa pushing down for goal number 11. Pushing down there, Benson reaches out, tries to save it. Ulloa scores the goal, and that was Ulloa popped it away in the beginning of the fifth chukka on Salsita. A little bit of assistance from teammates as they take a 3-goal advantage now. Morojon Mecha for Wano Britos that he played in the second chukka. In the ball goes. Who's going to be picking it up? Bensadon came in. He just went over the top. Now it's Garvy Bay who comes through, and Garvy Bay comes through. Umpires not too happy whether they came across the right of way. We'll just wait and see. Our 2 umpires for the contest, as you saw at the beginning. Timmy Bown, Jason Dixon, and Garvy Bay took possession in the back of the line out. But I think that number 1, Sam Wisby, may have got himself established on the right of way. Bridgentina, the Dark Bay horse that Sam Wisby is riding, played it in the third chukka, come back again now in the fifth chukka, as Hilario Ulloa will take the strike. In he comes! 3-goal advantage for Park Place. Remember, at one point they were trailing 5-1. Will horsepower show, and away goes Morojon Mecha with One Britos on board. He takes the cut shot. Didn't manage to find the flags, and it goes wide and out of play. Down towards the flags he sent it. 11-8. 3 goals the good for Park Place in this Talacrest Classic Ferrari Prince of Wales Championship Cup. Thank you again, John Collins, for the novel idea of bringing all these fantastic Ferraris for us to watch, now giving us the opportunity to see the equally fine horsepower. Look at the long arm signature swing of Garvy Bay. Here comes Rufino Bensadon. Oh, Bensadon, he won't be happy with that. Over the boards it goes, out of play. They're here in front of you, in front of the stands on the Royal Box. Give them all a big cheer. They're out there playing the grand finale of the high goal season. Enjoy it. Wonderful for them. Ulloa sends it forward. Bensadon saying to Jovi, you go to your man, leave him to me. In there now comes Hinara Ringer. He comes around the corner, cancelled out by Santos Merlos. Pushing forward, it's going to be Ulloa. Oh my word, here he goes, the man again. Jones Ulloa, can he tickle it in? Yes, he does. And Hilario Ulloa, and that was a nice goal by Hilario Ulloa. Deftly coming through all the little pack there. He scored one down the other end on Salsita. He scored another one now, cleaving its way through the path. And that was very nice for him. So he gets off Salsita. Now he's coming back on another grey. As I said, this is probably El Tia Lindiro, but it could be Espanola. Difficult to tell the greys apart. One or the other one, as it kicked up now by Hilario Ulloa. Now coming through is going to be Hilario Ulloa, who picks it up with Hinara Ringer on his shoulder. It's 12 plays 8, and Park Place have a little comfortable margin now. Through came Garvy Bay. Backing up well is Bensadon. Bensadon comes through. Backhand solid from Hilario Ulloa, who will swing there first. Garvy Bay. The backhand is, oh, what a backhand. Will anyone be there? Yes, there is. Through comes Jovi Bay. Oh, my word, look at that for passing play. The backhand from Santos Merlos is solid. Through comes Hinara Ringa. Foxes them all. Takes the backhand. Who will go there first? It's going to be Jovi Bay. Takes the backhand. Did he get enough length? No, he didn't. Britos can't come in. In comes Rufino Bensadon. Rufino, the young man, 20 years of age, pumps it forward to Jovi Bay. In comes Rufino Bensadon. In there is Ruano Britos, but it's Jovi Bay challenging Hilario Joa. 3 goals against 10 goals. Hinara Ringa comes through. Was going to take the big swipe. Now he does. He fires it forward. Finds the buttocks of Hilario Ulloa. That will hurt. Through comes Ringa. Could it be goal to Ringa? Goal! Hinara Ringa makes it number 9, and BP Polo get themselves back in the hunt. Nice goal there by Hinara Ringa, and he pops it away, and they will be pleased with that. Milili, the dark bay that he scored that goal on. Just watch this on the replay. Ooh, you see that going into the buttocks of Ulloa, but it was just a little mistake. Through comes Hinara. That Hinara Ringa's changed onto. Brilliant pony. I told you this one plays really well. Third time today I think this one's been out. There goes Rufino Bensadon, fires it forward. Hinara Ringa with a big ride off with Juano Britos. Through comes the backhand shot from Hilario Ulloa. Pushes it down there. Britos puts more interest onto that one. Through comes Ulloa to pick it up, but the ride off is solid with Hinara Ringa picked up now by Santos Merlos. He goes forward, takes the cut shot. I think he was hooked out of it there by Bensadon. Or was it Garvy Bay? It was Bensadon. Now it's one Britos. Britos coming through towards the royal box. Here they go on the advance. Britos up there to Merlos on Regina. Merlos picks it up. Difficult bounce for him. Still he's going. Shanks it into the middle of the field. Backhand is solid. Here comes Bensadon to pick up the pass from Garvy Bay, but it's Britos who gets there first of all. Sends it into the middle of the field. Little tickle there taken on the near side by Garvy Bay. Through comes Hinara Ringa, and it's Santos Merlos who coolly takes possession, and it's Merlos pushes forward. He's challenged by Rufino Bensadon. The two young men together. Merlos scores number 13, and that's Santos Merlos. He popped it away nicely, and that will make it number 13 for Park Place, and Santos Merlos will be pleased with that goal. Guri Regina, the pony that he was playing to score it on, played this pony in the third chukka as well. Nice goal by him. Did Hilario score? Was it Hilario? My apologies, it wasn't Merlos, it was Hilario. So apologies, Hilario scored, not Merlos. So it wasn't Regina, it was Hilario. Apologies, I do make a few mistakes. I think you can forgive one or two. As the backhand is taken by Jovi Bay, picked up now. This time it is Santos Merlos who comes around the corner. Now it's Hilario Ulloa. Ulloa pushes up towards that goal mouth. He checks, comes forward again. It's still Ulloa pushing up towards the clubhouse. He's bumped there by Bensadon. Ulloa still has possession. That's why he's 10 goals of dynamite, and it is Ulloa coming through. Ulloa pushes through. Ulloa, here he comes. Can he get another one? He got one down the other end. He cuts the corner. Hilario Ulloa, lovely goal there from Hilario Ulloa. He made no mistake, popped it away. Goal is good. Number 14 on the board for Park Place. So Hilario Ulloa will be pleased with that. And there goes the bell. Let's give them a big hand of applause. Off they go with 14 on the board now to Park Place. Ulloa scored 2 quick goals there, and he'll be pleased with that. They take a 5-goal advantage, and BP Polo with a lot of work to do now in the 6th chukka, as they have to climb quite a mountain now. Perfectly possible to get 5 goals. Remember, they were 5-1 up. They scored 4 goals in the 2nd chukka, but the might of Park Place. Jovi Bay on Premisa gives you a few. Coming through now. Sawiki Senyal for one of Britos. I told you, one of my favourites, and it will be now. Hilario Ulloa fires that one up for Andre Borodin. Andre Borodin wasn't quite aware where the ball had gone, and it will be Garvy Bay who goes back in defence. Garvy will take this one forward. Time ticking away. They've got to goals quick. They've got to get a wiggle on this BP Polo team. Garvy to Henara Ringa. Little tickle backwards there by Ulloa. Through comes Bensadon, takes the backhand, ricochets off the pony. Through comes Santos Merlos at base. Merlos coming through. Jovi Bay comes with him. Merlos cuts the corner. He's on the advance for Park Place. Merlos coming through. Can he push it down towards that flags? Through now comes Ulloa. Goes for the under the neck shot. Ricochets off the pony. Picked up now there by Jovi Bay. Jovi comes through. Sends it forward. Nice play from him. Into the middle of the field. The horse race is on. Can Ringa beat Ulloa? The answer is no. And it is Lavinia Ingenio who gets the best of that. Brings it over towards the royal box. It's going to be Ulloa fires it forward, up there to Borodin. Andre comes through, but in front, behind him, possession will be taken now by Henara Ringa, and the young man will cut around the corner. Now he sends it forward up to try and find Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay comes in, goes away from Ulloa. Jovi Bay fires it forward, back in defence goes Juano Britos, and it's Juano Britos. With him comes Jovi Bay. Jovi cancelled out by Britos. The backhand taken there by Ulloa. Turns it around, trying to find Borodin, but it's going to only be picked up by Garvy Bay. Garvy coming through at pace. Still it's Garvy on the advance. Pushes down there. Still pushing. Loses it. And that's why he's 10 goals. Ulloa, he gets rid of 2 of them. Lovely play from Ulloa as he brings it round up towards the halfway line. Fires it up there for Andre Borodin, who looks behind him. Andre Borodin comes through at pace. Andre sends it forward. Couldn't quite pick that one up under the tail of his pony. Through comes Juano Britos. Sawiki Senyal, the pony that he's on, checks, comes through. Britos pushing. With him comes Bensadon. It's still Britos coming through at pace. Britos comes in, runs out of field. The runway was too short. 14-9. The score remains 5 goals. The deficit for BP Polo. From the back line, time ticking against. They need to get a wiggle on. Garvy Bay reaches out. Oh, he made a mistake. He won't be happy with that one. Through comes Ulloa, and this is not looking very good for BP Polo. Ulloa comes through. Can he finish it off? He takes it on the near side, sends it across the face of his own goal mouth, and it's going to be picked up now. Pushing through is going to be Juano Britos. Britos comes in, tries to push it through. In there was the goal-scoring shot. Was it Merlos? I think it was. And that makes it number 15. I think it was Merlos that popped it away. And that is chukka 6, 15-9. Now Park Place lead. And that was probably the icing on the cake. They lead by 6. 4 minutes to run. It's going to be a little bit of an uphill struggle now for BP Polo as Park Place gear themselves up into the lead. Some of the polo fields here at Smith's Lawn in the next 2 or 3 years. Tighten your seatbelts. We move through to the finale of this Prince of Wales Championship Cup. Hilaria Ulloa turns the corner, fires it forward for Andre Borodin. Borodin comes in, looks around him, sees he's got enough space, and Andre wasn't able to connect on that one. The backhand was taken by Rufino Bensadon, met there by Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay came through. Hilaria Ulloa said he had the right of way. Jovi Bay said, no, you didn't, I did. The umpires agree with him. Penalty 5B in favour of BP Polo. 3 minutes remain. Garvy Bay says to Henara, tee it up please for me. The ball teed up on the penalty 5B position. So Garvy Bay will take the strike. All his teammates stream up. Now remember, this is what he does. He does this signature long arm swing. Garvy Bay, let's see how far he can fire it. In he comes. Here it goes. There we go. Oh my word. I bet many polo players around the field wish they could do the same to be able to fire that one without taking the full swing. He tends it up there to brother Jovi. Jovi comes through. He's looking to get it in there, taking it on the near side. Was Hilario Ulloa. Jovi Bay took the backhand on the near side. Coming through is Santos Merlos. Bensadon said, I've got the right of way. Still pushing through. Blue, I hear, is told to clear. Bensadon in. Number 10, double figures for BP Polo. Coming to the stick of Rufino Bensadon. 2.5 minutes to run before the final tutor. Back they come to the middle. Ends have reversed again. Conditions sultry. You can feel the evening warmth Sunday the 14th of August, as Juano Britos comes back on for the final run of play as Ulloa takes possession. No, it isn't. It's Merlos who takes possession. Merlos coming through, coming in there. Is it? Oh, my word. Garvy Bay was a little bit at 6s and 7s there. He managed to stay in the place. Merlos comes through. The young man leaves it behind. And Garvy Bay comes through, takes it across the field, says thanks very much. Pushes forward. In there now comes Rufino Benzadon, battling it against Ulloa. Hilario Ulloa is pushed down there into the corner in front of the Prince Consort statue. He comes around the corner. It's still possession for Ulloa. Coming through. He's not giving up. He's taking no prisoners. Ulloa, in comes Britos, through comes Hinaro Ringa, and fires it to the front door. Who can go up there for it? And going back in defence is the young Santos Merlos. Also Juano Britos. Merlos comes through. He's being pushed. Now Ringa comes in to challenge him. Takes the backhand. In there comes Benzadon. Good pick up there by Rufino Benzadon. A minute and a half to run. The backhand is solid. Tries to find Jovi Bay. Jovi Bay comes through at pace. And unfortunately, I think Jovi Bay will get the penalty. A little bit, unfortunately, one of the blue players a little bit across the right away. Penalty for the red shirts of BP Polo. The umpires will advance this one forward. A chance to get another one up onto the board for BP Polo. Maybe time enough even for a couple more before the final bell, but they're not going to overhaul that total of 15. So Prince of Wales Championship Cup for 2022, courtesy of Talacrest, will go once again to the holders of Park Place. Well, a tremendous day. Do stay for the presentation, please, and do enjoy the clubhouse hospitality. Some of you will probably be dreaming of a nice long beer. Certainly I am. As Hinara Ringa comes around to take the strike. Penalty 2, 30 yards out. Free hit, open goal. Ringa, this one to make it number 11. Little simple task. We've seen them put them wide. Well done there to Hinara Ringa. He puts number 11 on the board for BP Polo, courtesy of the stick of Hinara Ringa. Back to the middle. They'll line up. 15 plays 11. Time enough for just about 2 more goals to be scored. More likely 1, but it is possible to get 2 in a minute. Ringa coming through. Pushes forward. Jovi Bay goes up for the pass. Ringa leaves it behind for Santos Merlos, who will just pick it up on the boards. Turns around. Lovely play by him. Challenged by Benzadon. He gets rid of Benzadon. He sees he's got Ulloa behind him. Benzadon comes in to hook him out, but it's Santos Merlos. He's only 16 years of age. Comes in. He's pushed there by Ringa. Through comes Britos. Benzadon is with him. Benzadon behind him. Jovi Bay pushing to Britos. In came Benzadon. Through now comes Garvy Bay. Garvy Bay going back in defence for his team. Who's picked the ball up to the middle of the field. Jovi Bay comes in, hassles Hilario Ulloa. He takes the backhand. Through comes Benzadon, but it's going to be Andre Borodin who fires it. Andre Borodin puts it through, and he'll be delighted with that one to conclude the season with number 16 going up onto the board. It's Borodin who's the goal scorer, and they'll come back to the middle, but there's not much time left. They've decided to shake hands on it. Congratulations to Andre Borodin. Let's give them a big hand of applause. Andre Borodin for Park Place retains the Talacrest Prince of Wales Championship Cup by a margin of 16 goals to 11. Congratulations to Andre Borodin, Sam Wisby, who played to start with Juano Britos, Hilario Ulloa, Santos Merlos. But many, many congratulations also to BP Polo. What a fight they've put on throughout this tournament.